All right, so I'm making this video because I actually am working on a book, and the book is huge. I mean, we're talking about like 600 pages huge, and I use LibreOffice to do it because I had at one point installed Linux on my computer, and I thought LibreOffice, I could only use LibreOffice on Linux, so I started writing my book on LibreOffice, and then I went back to Windows, and because all the formatting was Linux, was LibreOffice already. I just kept LibreOffice and kept working on my book using LibreOffice. Then out of nowhere, the program just starts to bug out on me. Headers start to appear out of nowhere. Photos that I have already, formatted there are moving. Pages are disappearing. It's 660 pages, but then it reads 603 pages. So I don't know if it's deleting pages or if it's just reading the pages wrong. Slow and buggy, the scrolling, like it's just a mess. It's a freaking mess. As someone who was trying to work on it, and I do my writing exclusively on the computer. I don't do it on a notepad or notebook or nothing like that. I do everything on my computer. So when my computer starts to bug out like this, it pisses me off because I might have an idea, something that pops up in my head, and I'm like, I need to write that down. I need to type it down. And I can't because now Linux, and the thing is, I don't have a slow computer. I have an i5 processor, for 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's not a little cheap computer, you know what I mean? This thing, and I'm not playing video games. There's nothing else open as far as I know on it that's taking the memory. It's just LibreOffice is acting crazy and just giving me a hard time for no reason. I think that it's good for if you're doing an essay or if you're just writing a little bit of stuff, like maybe 20 pages, writing or whatever, maybe a little bit of poetry, whatever. Or, you're writing a resume, like little things. I think LibreOffice is fine. You can save money that way. Like you don't have to buy Windows. You can do LibreOffice. But if you're writing a novel, doing anything that involves photos or formatting or anything like that, good luck, okay? Because I'm up to 600 pages and LibreOffice is basically telling me, hey, that's too much, which I think is ridiculous because we're talking about a few photos that I installed on it and some, and a whole lot of writing. And that shouldn't be hard for a program like this to handle. I cannot believe this thing is slowing down and acting weird, acting buggy basically. This is like, it's almost like it has a virus. But my computer is fine. Like as far as I know, there's nothing I downloaded, nothing wrong with my computer. It's LibreOffice is just acting crazy. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here. Look at that. You see how it says header default style and the header shows there? That's actually my computer went off for a minute, hibernation. That that just showed up out of nowhere. It installed its own headers. Okay? Now I removed the headers last time and then I had to reformat everything, and then all of a sudden the whole header thing appeared again. Okay, it drove me nuts. Okay, and it's still doing it. My only option is to try to update LibreOffice and hope the update fixes the bugs. Okay, and then I gotta seriously consider going back to Microsoft Word. That can probably handle a bigger project like this, and it's not gonna, act crazy, like it just did. I'm really upset, man. You don't know how frustrating it is. You're trying to work on something. You can't call customer service. Technically, I could email someone, but then that's going to take time too. It's real frustrating. So that's all I'm saying. I'm venting. I don't think LibreOffice is better than Microsoft Office. I'm sorry for you people who are LibreOffice fans. I just don't. But I do think it's great as a free program. I think that if you're using it, you should support them with money. I guess they need the money because they're not, I don't know, somebody fell asleep at the wheel here. I'm pissed off at LibreOffice. I mean, look at this thing. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? Headers all over the place just showed up out of nowhere. Okay? Out of nowhere. Now I gotta delete the headers. I gotta delete the headers, okay, and then I got to start all over again. It's a nightmare. 600 pages of that I have to work with. Okay, we're not just talking about a few little pages and then you just fixed it up and no problem. No, this is a huge book that I'm writing, and I have to deal with a crazy program. It's the most aggravating thing I've ever experienced. And I was going to do some more writing, and I can't. I got to put that on hold because the program just wants to act stupid. It just wants to play games with me. It's unfortunate. Anyway, that's my rant on LibreOffice. Great if you have something small to do. Not so great if you're ambitious and you want to do something huge on it. I wouldn't suggest it at all, seriously. It's not a professional, I don't think it's a professional program, to be honest, okay? Again, it does the same thing as Microsoft if you're doing small things like writing essays and resumes and things like that. An entire novel or something much more complicated, yeah. Anyway, I got to deal with this. Got to get me a cup of tea or something, relax. Oh, sad, really sad, man. I want to be creative, not fight a program. I don't want to do that. I just want to write. Anyway, take care, man. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments below, and that's all I'm going to say.